Guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Katie and I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4. I also run an Etsy shop, Purple Glimmer Budgets, which is where you'll find some of the products that I use in my videos. My husband and I are on a journey to pay off a lot of our high interest debt using the cash stuffing method as a way to control our expenses. If this is something you'd like to follow along with, just keep watching. In today's video, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I've done this once before on my channel, but I wanted to do it again. I wanted to take you through my process of planning out what cash I'm actually going to stuff on a weekly basis. So let's go ahead and get started. As I'm pulling up my iPad, if you haven't already subscribed my channel and you enjoy my content, I greatly appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, as it really helps my channel grow. Okay, so when it comes to what I want to cash stuff, I kind of keep in mind a range of what I am comfortable cash stuffing. I am comfortable cash stuffing anywhere from $900 to $1,300 on a weekly basis, and that's kind of what I go into Target. So let's go ahead and take a look and go through my process. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy in what I stuffed last week into this. So this is kind of one of the benefits of using the digital planning. So here we go. And then I'm going to take these amounts and I'm going to move them, take these amounts and then I'm going to move them to the side. It looks like the pink ones came along for the ride, so we'll just move them back. Perfect. Okay. And then I'm also going to take a look and see where the categories stand. So let's go ahead and first go into our purple wallet. So currently in gas, I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 1, and 2. So let's go ahead and write that down. So we have 92. Then in groceries, we have 20, 45. So 45. And then eating out, I rolled over 50. And then spending and miscellaneous, I now have 0. See, nothing there. And then let's go into the pink wallet and see what we have. And then in personal care, I have 20, 40, 60. Okay, and then household, I have -100 because I have the IOU there. And then in clothing, we currently have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 10, 15, 20. So 420 in clothing. So $420. And then in kids, we have nothing. And then in pet care, we have 20, 1, and 2. $22. And then in car maintenance, we have 20, 40, 5, 50, 1, 2, so 152. So 152. And then in lawn care, we currently have 100, 200, 300 in the bank, 25. So 325. And I did take $100 from this and I moved it into a different category during my last cash stuffing. So that's partially that. And then that's everything in my pink wallet. So let's take a look at my blue wallet. So in car tags, 20, 40, 5, 50, so 150. $150. And then in memberships, 20, 40, 65, 70. And then in birthdays, I have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 45. So 145. And then in Christmas, we have 20, 40, 60, 81, and 500, so 600. And then in vacation, we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 1 and 2. So 72, 1, 2, 3, 8, 72. In vacation. And then in gifts, we have 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 1, 2, 3, 319. And then in subscriptions, we have 15. So that's all my wallets. So what I basically do is I take a look at what I currently have in the wallet and then kind of what I stuffed the previous week and then kind of go from there. So for gas, I'm pretty highly stuffed. I have almost 2 stuffings worth. So I think for gas, I'm going to go ahead. I normally do 50. I'm probably just going to drop it down to 20. And then in groceries, I always do 200. We're a family of 6, so it's very difficult to do groceries less than 200. And then I'm going to go ahead and stick with the 150 for eating out. And then spending, I'm going to do my normal 50 and then 10 for my buffer. And then in personal care, I'm going to stick with the 25 because that's a good amount. And then in household, I'm going to do 125 because I want to try and clear that IOU and then kind of build it up. I might end up clearing this IOU when I do my cash stuffing for my tax return. So we'll see about that. And then clothing is really stuffed. So I'm just going to go with 20. And then kids, I'm going to stuff 50 because I want to get that built up a little bit because eventually those, I just put deposits down for my boys for swim camp. Eventually that's going to come due. So I want to have that kind of built up. Plus my kids might need some gear. They just signed up for baseball. So that would come out of there as well. For pet care, it only has 22. I'm going to do 50 because the reason why I did 100 last week is because I knew that we were going to buy a cage. So I really wanted to make sure we had enough funds available for when we did buy the cage. So that was kind of an unusual stuffing. 50 is more of our typical because we're building up that fund for dog food. We have 2 large dogs, and then we have 1 dog who's on an arthritis shot, and I believe it's like 120 every 4 weeks. So I want to make sure that we have enough money when it comes to that. Plus, when he gets that shot, we'll probably end up getting his nails trimmed and grind just to kind of get them back there a little longer than I would like. So I anticipate that. So 50 should give us enough by the time it's time to get all that taken care of. And then car maintenance, I'm going to stick with the $10. I switched to my eraser. I'm going to stick with the $10 there because this is what we use for like any oil changes, or we have a car wash subscription. So that's going to come out of that as well. So $10 will pay for that. And then I always do 25 for lawn care, car tags. I'm going to do the normal 10. I think I'm going to end up catching this up possibly with our tax refund money because I'm going to talk to my husband and figure out, I want to say our tags are coming due in May. So I want to make sure that we're going to have enough there. And then memberships, I'm going to stick with the 10. We might stop adding to that here soon because we only, I think, need 120 because the only membership we currently have is our Sam's Plus membership. And then in birthdays, I'm going to cut this down to 50. And then Christmas, I'm going to stick with the 60. And then vacation, we'll stick with 60. 25 is good for gifts, and then 15 is good for subscriptions. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and add this up and see what I'm sitting at and see if I want to do any adjustments. So I'm right around $9.65. I think I'm gonna add a few extra things in here. Because my Etsy hasn't been doing quite as good as I want, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of my 52, where is that? My 52-week savings challenge, which is $10. So 52-week, I think I'm gonna take this and move it down. So I need 10 there. And then I also think that I want to, I'm gonna take care of this through my Etsy because it shouldn't be that burdensome. But this one does tend to be a little bit more, so let's take a look. So I'm gonna do the 5K yearly, and I'm gonna do the 125 there. So that way it allows me to possibly have some more fun money to work with out of my Etsy funds. So adding those would get us to around $1,100. So that's definitely a good amount, actually. I'm gonna write the 1,100 there. And then now would be when I go ahead and erase all of this. So that way when it comes to the actual stuffing, I'm not quite as confused. And then I am just going to throw in the denomination. So that way when it comes time for me to stuff, I have all that taken care of. So for gas, I'm just gonna go ahead and get 120, and then groceries, I like to split this up in 100 and then 250s, and then eating out, I do 100 and then 150, and then spending, I like to do this in 220s and a 10. Miscellaneous is usually in a 10, and then 25, I just usually do a 20 and a 5. Household, I'm gonna do 6 20s and then 1 5. Clothing, 120, 2 and 10. So 2 20s and 1 10 for 50. I'm gonna do the same for pets. Just a 10 and then a 20 and a 5. And then a 10, 2 20s and a 10, 3 20s, 3 20s, 1 20 and a 5, and then a 10 and a 5. And then a 10, and then this one I'm gonna do as 100 and then 120 and a 5 because I like to kind of keep this as consolidated as possible to begin with. So let's go ahead and add this up. So, well, I can usually do this mentally. So I need 3 hundreds and then 2, 3, so 3 50s, 1, 3, 26 20s, 1 2 3 4 5 6 8 9 10 10s, 1 2 3 4 5 6 5s, and then just to double check that everything adds up, I add this. So for 100s I need 300, 150. I cheat when I do my 20s and I do 260 twice, then 100, and then 30. Perfect, so it all checks out. So that is what I anticipate doing as far as my stuffing goes for this next pay period. Now, what I also then will do is I will take all of the cash that I have available of everything I've unstuffed and haven't had a chance to take to the bank. I see what I have there. If I can kind of make it work with potentially different denominations, sometimes I will break it down to smaller denominations and just use the cash that I have in the house. If I don't have any cash in the house, then I just transfer all of this stuff onto, here's one that's already used, but I would just transfer all this information onto my cash withdrawal teller slip. What I really like about these, and these are in my shop, is that just with a little bit of rubbing alcohol, so I keep some rubbing alcohol on my desk, in a cotton pad, I can easily just wipe it all away and it's just like new. So for instance, let's say that I didn't have any cash in hand or any cash in the house. I would just write all these numbers in here. Actually, my hand is being a little lazy today, so I'm going to use my thinner tipped purple Sharpie. So just taking all this information down here and putting it in. So I need 300s, 350s, 26 20s, 10 10s, and then 6 5s. So I need 30, 100, I think this is 520, and then 150, and then 300, and then I also check, so 300, 150, 520, 100, and then 30 is 1100. And then I just take that right up to my teller and I hand it over along with my account information. I say, hey, this is what I need. Can I get those denominations? And then they hand it back to me and I come back and I cash stuff. So that's kind of a little bit of a overview of the process that I go to prepare to my cash stuffings as far as figuring out the exact denominations I want. So this is a little bit of a different video than I normally do. I've done it once before. People seem to enjoy it, so I figured I would do it again. Now that I've been doing more frequent cash stuffings, especially on this channel, I thought it would be kind of a good thing to bring back. So let me know if this is a video that you enjoyed watching. Did you kind of enjoy hearing my thought process? Did that help you out at all? Definitely drop me a comment below and let me know. So I'll see you guys in one of my next videos. Bye guys.